Alright, today listeners, we'll be talking about SweetViz. SweetViz is a Python library. It's used for data explorative data analysis. If you check on Google, you will see that SweetViz is an open source Python library that is used for automated explorative data and help data analysts and scientists quickly generate beautiful and highly detailed visualization. Okay, the output most time we get is fully self-contained HTML application. Okay, so we are going to move straight to that. If you have not installed SweetViz, I will say pip install. Okay, pip install. Okay, Vix, just like this. Because I've installed it, I don't want to install it again. And what I'm going to do now is to come here and say import SweetViz, just like that. Okay, since I've imported it, run this code. All right, after which I can decide to say, okay, import pandas as what? PD, load it. Now next I'm going to define and use the what? SweetViz analysis to analyze our data. Say use SweetViz to analyze okay, to analyze our data. Now that's a comment. What I'm going to do, I'm going to define a new variable, call it SweetViz underscore analyze as a variable name equal to, are you getting me? Now I'm going to say, okay, since we have defined a new variable, call it SweetViz analyze. What I'm going to do, I'm going to say SweetViz dot analyze is a function. All right, I'm going to pass it to what? An argument. Pass it to a list. I'll call it a df. Don't forget, before I do that, since I'm defining a new variable at the top here, I want to add a new cell. Let's get our data, and I say df, okay, equals to pd dot read underscore csv. Let's read our CSV data, and the CSV data we want to read is called cupcake. This is our data set that we are reading. Okay, I'm going to use double quotation, put it here, run this code. Okay, that we have run it, no error. I'm going to say df dot what? Head. Let's see our data set, how it looks like. All right, this is how our data set look like. So we're going to this. So I'm going to say df, because it's as a string, as a df. Run this code, no error. Now we have been able to what? Set up our what? A variable, and we are passing it to what? A SweetViz function. Okay, now we are seeing something here, but the reason why that error is showing is because I did not close this bracket supposed to be closed. All right, now after which I have done that, I can decide to set target if I want to, but since our data does not have that, you see it's loading all the column, it's loading all the column. Good, it's loading. It's a very powerful library in Python, SweetViz. So we have successfully load our data into our SweetViz library. Now to display this data so that we can start doing some EAD, I will come here and say, okay, this is our variable name that we have defined. All right, I'm going to come here, paste it here, and I say dot show. We want it to display in HTML. Okay, so I'm going to call it SweetViz HTML. Okay, I'll say dot HTML. Okay, so because we want it to display in HTML, I'm going to put it in a bracket. The name you are seeing as a SweetViz HTML is actually the name that this file is going to save with. Because if you look at our folder here, there's nothing like SweetViz HTML. Immediately I run this code now, you see that it will going to save it. It's going to save it in our directory. Now it's saying show is showing error. Okay, supposed to be show HTML because we are displaying it as an HTML. Show HTML. If I run this code, let's wait and see how it look like. Good. You see, it's going to give us another tab with HTML application. We we are going to be doing some exploratory. Okay, we're going to do some exploratory data analysis. Now, if you come to type, we have types of data here. You can squeeze, navigate to the corner. You see type. We have salt, flour, vanilla, egg, baking powder with their what value. Type of fixture give you information. Type, flour and all those one. Type of correlation, it give you the correlation, how these data are correlated. 0.79 correlation with sugar, 0.60 correlation, 58% correlation, and so forth and so on. Now, if you come to flour, as it is, you can navigate here. It's actually giving us what? A graph. Okay? It's displaying what? A bar chart. A bar chart here, sorry. Now, and this bar chart has this what? Categorical association. That is uncertainty coefficient 0 to 1. Alright? We have flour provide information on this. All these are what? Information related to what? Flour. If you navigate back again to me, as well have his own what? As well have his own what? Data too. Okay? We have auto, we have 5. Now, all this value you are having here, if I put it in auto, okay? It's already in auto. If I put it in 5, you see the way the data, the bar chart is what? Displaying in this format. And if you scroll down, you see that most frequent value, smallest values are displayed, largest value are also what? Display. They are all in what? Percentage. Okay? Now, if you come to baking, it will give display and visualization in this kind of what? Manner of display. And this gives you a clear purview of how this data and the attributes, everything pertaining to the data are SweetViz.html. Okay? Why do we need this? Take for instance, you want to you are talking about you want to go more detail in terms of interpretation. Okay? Interpretation of your data set, or are doing data analysis whereby you need to convey this message to your audience. Okay? In detail about the data set you are working with. Okay, so this using SweetViz will give you a detailed explanation on how the whatever that is all the attributes pertaining to this data set will be displayed, and their figures, their values, their information, okay, their description. Okay, it gives you a detailed explanation about it. As you can see, we have Valenia. That's okay. You see the data information pertaining to what? Valenia too. We have even sort as well. Okay, now this is how we can make use of what? SweetViz. And SweetViz is one of the library in Python. If I click on association, you see how all this data are associated. Okay, all the way this data are associated in a categorical association manner. Okay, it has its own uncertainty coefficient though and correlation ratio ranging from 0 to 1. Okay, you see the types showing it here. You have the value here, you have the column here. You see the way it's showing here. Okay, this is more or less like a confusion matrix. Okay, but it's a Pearson correlation matrix. Okay, so this one is going to give us the association of all this data and the way they are what being displayed. So far so good. This is how you can make use of what? SweetViz to give a detailed explanation. Okay, because why do we prefer using all this visualization? Human beings are visually creature, whether you like it or not, which means that human brain process images 6,000 times faster than text. Okay, they process images 60,000 times faster than what? Text. And 90% of information transmitted to the brain, they are all what? Visual. Okay, visual information make it easier to collaborate and generate new idea that impart organizational performance. Okay, that is only reason that data analysis spend maximum time in data visualization. Okay, so it is very, very powerful what? Library. You can make use of it. Okay, it's very, very powerful. You see where it's just few lines of code. Okay, we've been able to get this data. And if you look at this SweetViz HTML name that we give here, if you come to our working directory, you see that it has already created that name for us here. Okay, are you getting me? If I refresh here, okay, you see that we have that SweetViz HTML name that we have what successfully what created. All right, look at it here. Okay, you see it here. It has created that file. If I click here now, it will open it for me as an application. Okay, automatically. All right, you see how it looks. You see how it looks. Okay, every column, salt, vanilla, baking powder, egg. This is a cupcake data set. Actually download it online. Okay, to just for a testing purpose, for the analysis for the course of this teaching. So you can use any data set, okay, when you are doing your work, depending on the data set you are working on. Okay, so for the course of this, we are using this cupcake data set. So far so good. This is how far we can go on this data analysis, and I urge you to comment on the comment section if you have any question. Don't forget to like this video. Please don't forget to share this video. Feel free to comment on the comment section if there's any question, so that we can look at it together. I remain your friend Joshua. Thank you and remain blessed. Same time, goodbye.